Logistics Park, the Lagos State Central Food Security System, and Logistics Hub here in Epe, Lagos. I am Precious Destiny, and don't forget, this is Agribusiness Weekend. Don't go away as we bring you all that is to this program. Stay with us.
Life of this project, over 4,000 artisans and engineers will be working here. By the grace of God, in the next 2 years. Mr. Governor, we are committed to ensure that this project is completed by the grace of God in the next 2 years, 24 months. The first phase of this dry store is expected to be completed by the grace of God in 7 months. Because most of the structures are prefabricated, the steels and many of the items have already arrived. And what we'll be doing is to put the structures together as fast as possible and closing on this project. Let me thank a few people that have contributed to where we are today. I want to thank the Commissioner of the SA Works for our support, our resilience from the beginning of this project, and for our guidance. I also want to thank my brother Igube. I believe we started this project since, and I believe you'll be very happy to see it breaking. Most of your concerns, I believe, have been addressed. Thank you very much for your support. We want to thank the Commissioner of Physical Planning for your support in sourcing for 3 locations. We have got 3 different locations before landing here. And all of this has to do with cost, logistics, and a few other things. Let me thank Mr. Money himself, the Commissioner for Finance. Thank you very, very much for your guidance on putting together the right structures for financing. All of this can only happen under a visionary, resilient, bold, strong, capable, able, and supportive leader. And Mr. Governor, you are doing a great job. You are doing a great job. Permit me to tell you that. And in agriculture, you are doing just the right thing. Nigeria has spent trillions and trillions on intervention. For the first time in the history of Nigeria, Nigerian farmers can now have a place to call their own. They can basically be able to call in here and take a deal. Before you set up a farm, you can come here and take your LPO. And then go and produce and bring it here once you produce. And you'll be doing that with a guaranteed price. Unlike now, you don't know how much you will sell. But with this project, you will go with a guaranteed price, you will produce, and it will be taken from you at a particular date at the right quality. This is a first of its kind in Nigeria. If we had done this probably 2 years ago, Mr. Governor will be saving 50% of the cost. So for that reason, our group have determined and decided that we will do everything we can to put together the right team, which we already did. There are over 25 engineers from 7 countries and 7 continents of the world that will be working on this project. We have partners from the Netherlands, from Britain, we have partners from France, we have partners from Brazil, we have partners from Poland, we have partners from Ukraine, and all the rest. All of them will be coming in and be working here on this project by the grace of God. It is our hope, Mr. Governor, that in the next 7 months, the first set of the logistics dry stores will be ready for your commissioning. Again, let me thank you. I have a lot to say. Here is a professor of civil engineering who has been on this project from the beginning. I had brought him here to just give you some technical details, the volume of work that needs to be done, but we will save that for another day and then allow Mr. Governor to make his speech. Again, thank you very much. God bless you.
Mr. Governor, the apology I would only give is that when we go to the farm, this kind of music cheers the farmer up and makes the farmer work harder. Am I speaking your mind? Therefore, we will continue to dance and rejoice because God has blessed Lagos. Are we blessed? To formally welcome each and every one of us to this historic occasion, I'd like to invite the woman who is relentless in her efforts at revolutionizing agriculture in Lagos. In partnership with Mr. Governor, please welcome with me the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture in Lagos State, your own, the very dear Miss Abisola Olusoya.
So for Mr. Governor to have the stage, I need to be very brief. I have been warned by my PS and some other officers in the Ministry of Agri that I must not speak off call. I must speak to what is in the paper, else I will go and I will not return. So I will definitely stick to this. First and foremost, I would like to thank God Almighty for the grace to stand here before you for this day that is before us. But more importantly, the presence of Mr. Governor, Mr. Senable himself, the person I also refer to as my father, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Also, considering the representative of the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly here present, in the person of the Chairman House Committee on Agriculture, Honorable Kehinde Joseph, representing the Speaker House of Assembly. Also, we have the distinguished member House of Rep, representing the Ekpe Division at the House of Representatives, and that is Honorable Wale Raji, who also happens to be a father to me, considering that he was a former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture. We also have the honorable members of the Lagos State House of Assembly here present, and then also members representing the Oba of Lagos, the White Cap Chiefs. We say thank you for coming. We also thank members of the State Executive Council. We have the SSG here present, and particularly the Special Advisor to Mr. Governor on the Rice Mill Initiative, Dr. Oluwarotimi Fashola. Also, the body of permanent secretaries here present in their numbers. We say thank you, and particularly to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, my partner in, I won't say crime, but she's my partner in success, Mrs. Olatokunbo Emokpai, who has done so much work with the rest of the team to ensure that we have this event going together today. I would also like to thank party chieftains, APC chairman, represented here by my own mother as well, the vice chairman, East Senatorial District, Honorable Olayinka Oladojoye. I'm so happy to have you here with us. Also, members of the APC, I can see my father again. That is Honorable Bode Oyedele, who was the former permanent secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, when my father was the commissioner, Ministry of Agriculture. Thank you very much, sir. I would also like to recognize my father, Ashipakaoli Olusoya, the man who is behind me, my rock, my strength. I thank you so much, Daddy, for being here. Now, I have so many fathers in the room, and it will take me so much time to recognize each and every one of them, from the Olojo of Efe to the Alara of Ilara. In fact, Alara had to come all the way from Abuja this morning just to attend this event, and he told me, Bisola, he told me it's here, and he's rushing back immediately to Abuja. Kabesi, I say thank you, a big thank you to you. I have the Nigerian engineering, I have everybody here, and then particularly also the regent of this land, that is the High Chief Adewale Bajo. Thank you so much for your support. I'm from Ikorodu, a born and bred Ikorodu girl, but I can say that Efe is practically home to me as well, because all the KBC seated here, every one of them, I've had interactions with them in one way or the other. If I start to mention, from the Oloja will call me Bisola Abati Okowa Nibi, one wanted the Kuro, and that's one Kokoshesi. If it is Alara, Bisola, let's project, we must do it. If it is over Nigeria, we are having so many compensations around the Igodu area. If it is over North Florida, we are coming to sit with him to say, Kabeti, Alara Soro, Ebola, we must get the thing. So Efe is like home to me, and I just want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you. Also, we have so many members here. If I look at Ereyun is seated here. Thank you so very much, sir. We have people who are actually coming from far and wide, from Abuja, from other states, just to be here present in the land of Efe. We have the representative to the Consul General of the Netherlands, Honorable Brian Witt, and Kuchas Honorable for now, and then we have Brian Chris Udo. We've had partnerships with the Netherlands as well, and particularly on this project, we have some relationships that we would like to establish further beyond this space and what we've done in the past, and we'll be taking it forward from there. So we have so many people that if I'm beginning to recognize each and every one of us, I'll take so much time. Particularly, we have the project developer, the MD of Origin Group, our partner in the space to help us develop this. They've put in so much time, so much effort. If you had been here 10 days ago, this place is unrecognizable. Even members of our staff coming here today, it's totally different. And I believe even the people of Ekwe can ascertain that fact that yes, a lot of work has been done. So to the Origin Tech Group, we say a big thank you to you as well. Now to the financial institution that is also backing this project, which is the Providence Bank Group, and particularly their MD being here present today, Mr. Walter Akani. You came all the way. We just want to say a very big thank you to you. I have members of the Executive Council, and the reason why I want to say something about it is because this project is not just about Ministry of Agri. If it is from the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, they did everything they could to ensure that in terms of putting the cost into this project together, they worked tirelessly, and we have been at it for over a year. So I just want to say thank you to the SA Works for so much work that she and her team has put in. If it is to the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, they've done so much work in helping us to get this place. If it is to the Office of the Surveyor General, we are actually partners in this project together. If it is the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, I can bet you that he will speak much more about this project than even I, because this project is practically ours together, it's not ours alone. If I'm to talk about so many people, even Office of Drainage, we've talked about how we're going to start consolidating our lands and getting our farmers in the spaces that we'll be able to construct proper drainages for them. He's the man to speak to. If it is the Commissioner for Information, I mean, we'll finish with this event today. For this event to go far and wide, it is only the Commissioner for Information that can do the job, and we are relying on him so much. If it is to my Deputy Chief of Staff, the man who put the dates together, without him, I don't think Mr. Governor's schedule will be together at all. Because I just want to say a big thank you to you. Commissioner for Health, we are practically neighbors. So we are going to be seeing a lot of each other here on site. We'll be going to the psychiatric hospital very soon. I just want to say a big thank you. So I don't want to start mentioning names one after the other. I still need to recognize our father of this land, the GSC member here, Baba Bamu. I called him on Monday. Baba Bamu, she gets invitation of Bisola Mio, Rio, Moniko Jajebe, and he's here today. I just want to say thank you. To the former speaker also, Honorable Ikuforiji, I just want to say a big thank you to you, sir. To the honorable member here, House of Assembly again, that is Sketel, Emma Binuma, so and then to our chairman, local government, LCDA in this space, the three of them have worked tirelessly, particularly Honorable Wale Anomo. We've spoken, he's gotten his team here with us, they've collaborated with us such that no hitches were faced. I just want to say a big thank you. There's one more person I would like to thank in this room before I move forward, and that will be my former permanent secretary, Honorable, I will use the name Honorable Adeniji Hakim. He worked tirelessly with us on this project before he retired, and I needed to mention his name specially because without him, it would have been very difficult also putting this together, so I just want to say thank you. So to every farmer here, great farmers! If you don't shout, Mr. Governor will not know that there are farmers holding this nation together. Great farmers! Great farmers! Are we going to vote during the next election? Who are we voting for? Who are we voting for? Ella Wingada. Talema vote. So we are here standing before you, and we just want to say a big thank you for coming out in your large numbers. We have farmers that have come all the way, even from as far as Badagry. If you know areas like Boingo, Berefu, those are very far places. So you can imagine when they woke up just to be here with us today. So I just want to thank all the farmers in the room. You've done so well, and Mr. Governor recognizes that yes, you are indeed a force to be reckoned with, particularly as a voting community. So we say thank you. To the people of Ekwe, they've been here as early as 8 o'clock. We even had to keep you outside, and we apologize for that, but we needed to find a way to arrange this room properly. We just want to say a big thank you for turning out in your large numbers as well, and may God Almighty continue to bless you. And then to members of the press, we say a big thank you because without you, we won't see the way forward. We just want to say thank you for being our partners all through and through. If I have omitted anyone's names, please pardon me. It's not that I'm doing it deliberately, but Mr. Governor also has other places to be, and I need to quickly say what I have to say. So I'm grateful to God Almighty for granting us the grace to witness this landmark event. A lot of work has gone into putting together today's occasion, which signifies the beginning of another legacy project of the Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu administration. Starting from the project's conception, presentation of the initial design to Mr. Governor, and then the final unveiling during the launch of the State Agricultural Roadmap in 2021, we have made significant progress to get to this point in time. Lagos is unarguably one of the largest cities in Africa, with over 24 million inhabitants, and we're still counting. A subnational with a GDP of about 20 African countries. Therefore, governments must innovate to manage contending and competing needs of the people with speed and with agility. Recent global events, from the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the erratic weather patterns causing severe droughts and floods, to the war between Russia and Ukraine and spreading across Europe, has shed more light on the vulnerability of our food systems, particularly in urbanized societies such as Lagos that are more dependent on external food sources. A disruption in the food distribution sequence has catastrophic effects of significant proportion to the security of a people. The Lagos Central Food Security Systems and Logistics Hub project was conceived at the very beginning of the administration of Mr. Governor, who had the vision for a Lagos with food reserves, translating to a higher degree of availability, lower prices, less wastage, and more nutritious and wholesome food products. Upon completion, the Food Security Systems and Central Logistics Hub will unleash the huge potential in both the midstream and downstream sectors of the agricultural and food sector. This project will further reaffirm the state as the preferred market destination for agricultural produce along the West African corridor. I believe this project's enormity and scope will change the economic landscape of Ekpe and Lagos as a whole. No doubt it will lead to an influx of services in sectors such as real estate, banking, logistics, the hospitality sector, and a host of others. This is in view of the population increase, growth in per capita income, and improvement in the people's standard of living. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly permit me once again to appreciate Mr. Governor's magnanimity for his guidance, approval, and support of the Lagos Central Food Security Systems and Logistics Hub. We are indeed privileged to serve the people of Lagos State under his visionary leadership and with the full support of Mr. Deputy Governor in the delivery of the administration's things agenda. Similarly, our gratitude goes to our private sector collaborators, Origin Tech Group, and its consortium of partners for their resoluteness in seeing this project manifest, and the host community, Ketu, Ereyun, for their hospitality. My appreciation also goes to my hardworking and resourceful team members of the Ministry of Agriculture, particularly the agency or the Directorate of Agribusiness. They work tirelessly, and also the Directorate of Fisheries. They have been very active in ensuring that we get to the point where we are today. I thank them all for their dedication in ensuring the smooth takeoff of this project. I'm quite convinced that Mr. Governor will be back here in a not too distant future with our President come 2023, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the commissioning of this project. On this landmark occasion, I sign off by reminding all of us of an inconvenient truth. As the world faces the consequences of climate change and global warming, as weather patterns turn unpredictable and we face more economic global instability, the only way forward is to build the resilience of our Lagos, your Lagos, my Lagos. Therefore, on behalf of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, I welcome you all to this groundbreaking event. May God bless you.
Yes. Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dá ọjà ìgbàlódé kan sílẹ̀ ní Ereyun jẹ́.
The Lagos State Food Security System and Logistic Park is for processing, storage, distribution, and repackaging of packaging àwọn oúnjẹ wọ́n tún máa sọ oúnjẹ fún yín ẹ̀mọ́kọ́ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ dry food wà ń bẹ̀ wet food wà ń bẹ̀ abattoir náà tún wà ń bẹ̀.
èyí olóyìnbó yìí gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀fọ́ ìbò yí padà
Okay, òun la mọ̀ sí odò ẹran títí fẹ́ máa lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ máa rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́lẹ̀ omi lẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ti ṣètò kalẹ̀ fún yín kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ síbẹ̀ kẹsànwó kẹmẹ́ràn wáyé ni ó tán kò ní wọ́n ẹ mọ̀ kó tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ti ṣètò kalẹ̀ kódà tí bá mú 1,000 naira pẹ̀fẹ́ rẹ̀ ràn wọ́n máa fún yín.
ní sùúrù bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí kò wá tọ́ síbẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí ìkàlẹ̀ tá à ń sọ ọmọ nípa ẹ̀rí ilé ìwòsàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ilé ìwòsàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́run ajá ní jàmbá lọ fire station wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyẹn tó wá tẹ́tẹ́ bá tó wá wọkọ̀ yín lọ títí kò ní bá tó bẹ́ẹ̀ àtúndí filling station bẹ́ẹ̀ ilé ṣe bó ṣe ń lọ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa ni ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ nǹkan ọlọ́gbọ́n onímọ̀ àtòyé ni gbé kalẹ̀ yìí ó láàmì láta.
gómìnà wa
àjùmọ̀ ọjẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ tí bọ̀.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's such a beautiful, beautiful day that God Almighty has given all of us here today. And very quickly, I want to once again acknowledge our very hardworking and dependable former permanent secretary, now representing us at the Federal House of Representatives, representing the Federal Constituency, Honorable Wale Raji. Thank you very much for those kind words. The chairman of the House Committee on Agriculture, Honorable Kende Joseph, and other members of this great house, including Honorable Okola Wonsoni, Honorable Sylvester Ogunkelu, and Honorable Surajuddin Tijani Bamfualatewo. Thank you very much for coming to support. The Secretary to the State Government and members of the State Executive Council that are also here in large number. But would today single out my, she says I'm my father, yes. Bisola, she's one of our bright stars. She's one of our shining lights. She's a young lady that has indeed proven that when you give responsibility to people, you'll be amazed the power of capacity and ability that they have. Bisola can speak for 1 hour. That way. In fact, I'm Muslim. Calm down, calm down. She's one person that I'm truly, truly proud of, but she's also very, very tender to me. She's very passionate. And I'm not Superman, people, but we're very, very, very good. So thank you very much for this. And thank you for leading the path in that ministry. And of course, supporting her in that ministry is Dr. Fashola, who they're working together very well, including Mr. Mopai and all of them in the Ministry of Agriculture. Thank you very, very much. Body of Permanent Secretary, thank you very much for being here. Our chairman here in large number, thank you very, very much. I think Wale, Raji, and Omo has represented you very, very well. Thank you very much. Our project partners, Prince Samuel, thank you very much. Our partner, my very good friend, Angel Polaris, Providus, they all look alike. Mr. Walter Pani, thank you very, very, very much. Leaders of our party that are here from Alaji, Seriki, Baba Bam Bam, thank you very much. The former Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Adeyemi Ifuriji, thank you very much, sir. Chibode Oyedele Eshegonio, Asipa Kaoli Olusoya. When we're in cabinet those days, actually we say Asipa, láwọn ẹdìyẹ yìí, láwọn ẹdìyẹ wọ́n ti pa bí gbogbo ẹdìyẹ tàtẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo Asipa, you can see Bisola has indeed replicated it and replicated it very, very well. Thank you very, very, very much. We also acknowledge representing our chairman of our party, Honorable Mrs. Olabijoye, as chairman. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so, so very much. Acknowledge former member of the House of Rep, Babijo, where are you? Thank you very much for all the support you continue to give here. Honorable Wasi Odeyemi Eshegonyo, thank you very, very much. I want to acknowledge very, very warmly the representative of the ambassador to the Netherlands, who are partners as well, Mr. Brand With. Thank you very much, representative of our ambassador. All of our traditional rulers, Kabisi, from the representative of the Oba of Lagos, our white captives, Eshegonyo, thank you very much. Send greetings and best wishes to our Kabisi. Ẹ̀dẹ̀kú ọdún ìjẹsẹ̀ mọ́gbogbo ẹ̀ náà àjọṣe ní weekend tó kọjá ni. But our royal fathers that are here in large number, from Oba Morudin Shola Nimasham, the Lord of the Land, to Oba Olufolarin Musanwo Dalaro Elara Kingdom, to Oba Rafiu Shola Babatunde Balogun, the Legion of Ijiriland, Oba Budaniwa Adeboale Igbeson, the Onise of Iseland, Oba Liasin Olumuyiwa Ogunbekun, the Onileki of Lekki, Oba Tahib Isa Oyedele Onímẹ̀dò land, Oba Alákẹ́sọ̀yàn Odo Nọ́forida land, Oba Babatunde Ogunlaja. Thank you very much. Oba Adéwìgbé Àsùnmọ́ Aláyàndélù of Odo Ọláyàndélù of Àgọ́ Ìkọ̀sí. Oba Ayọ̀délé Kọ́láwọlé Ayédèrú Aládé Ìwáràkà of Kókà. Oba Adéwálé Abdul Ọlọ́fin Ajayi of Olúgbó Ẹ̀pẹ́ Ẹ̀ṣẹ́gànní o. Ọba Babátúndé Balógun Oníṣẹ́lú Solú Aládé Ẹ̀ṣẹ́gànní o. Ẹ̀yìn tí màá rántí pé dégún wọn fún mi ni o. Gbogbo iná ni mo kí o. Ìlọ ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn á máa pọ̀ sí ni o. Ẹ ṣe tẹ fi ìjókòó tẹ fi yẹ wá sílé ni o. Tàbá ń lọ tàbá ń pọ̀ yìí náà ni a máa rí o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ilé ìpẹ̀rẹ̀ yín pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ o. Ẹ wà lórí oyè àwọn bàbá yín o. Ẹ̀yin baálẹ̀ náà ìjọba ń jọkan náà o. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ àwọn baálẹ̀ náà àbí àyàn upgrade wọn ni ẹ̀yin jọkan náà àwọn baálẹ̀ wa náà àwọn náà wá mú ìrùkẹ̀lẹ̀ dání wọ́n á dẹ̀ di ọba bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn o. We acknowledge very, very warmly all of our religious leaders, from our chief imams that are here present. Acknowledge you. Thank you very much, sir. To our Christian leaders, thank you very, very much. All of our leaders in the political faith, we thank you. We acknowledge the real people that we are here for, our farmers. The very many of you, about 25 different farming groups that are here. And I want to single out and thank you very much. No farmer, no farmer, and you are the great farmers. You are the reason why we're doing this today, and you are the reason why all of us continue to live. And I'm only suffering for bad, but too bad soon anything. Any other thing is secondary. So thank you very, very much. We also want to acknowledge all of our other stakeholders, our engineers, our consultants. All of our party faithfuls. Thank you very much. I acknowledge all of our security operatives, gentlemen of the press, because they are going to give it a very, very good coverage. Okay. Àwọn cultural troop náà mo kí yín o. Ẹ ṣe tẹ fi orin àti ohùn tẹ fi ń dá wa lára yá o. Inú mi dùn gidigidi gan pé a rí ọjọ́ yìí. Inú mi dùn lọ́wọ́ Olúwa pé ó dá ọjọ́ sí. Ẹni kọ́ lọ́n gan fún wa lójú ọjọ́. Ẹni tó kùnú yẹn jáde pé inú Ọlọ́run gan dùn sí ìta ń ṣe yìí. Inú mi dùn pé a wá sí ìlú Ketu Ìjìrì. A dẹ̀ bá gbogbo yín ní wọ́rọ́wọ́. A bá yín ojú pé ẹsẹ̀ pèlè. Pàwọ́dà tẹ̀tẹ̀ ẹ̀fún gan ẹ̀yin obìnrin wa pàdà yín dúró gan kò tiẹ̀ sí lọ. Inú mi dùn gidi gan ni. Nítorí èyí táwa ṣe lénìí, èyí táwa fi lọ́lẹ̀ lénìí, àṣerú ẹ̀ bí o. Ó dẹ̀ dùn mọ́ mi nú pé ẹ tú jáde, ẹ tú kátá, ẹ wá wo ilé. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí wa tó rí ilé tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ìjọ ta máa fi lé yín lọ́wọ́ báyìí gbogbo wa náà la máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Lágbára Ọlọ́run bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run eléyìí tẹ̀ tí máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tá a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe ní gbogbo àyíká Ẹ̀pẹ́ lọ sí Ìkòròdú káàkiri gbogbo ẹni máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní ṣókíṣókí lọ́sàn-án yìí. Lágbára Ọlọ́run bó ṣe máa rí ni Ọlọ́run lẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kí a ṣe lásán o. Thank you very, very much. Today, like it's been said, is an historic day in Lagos State. And by extension, because we are the largest economy in this country, it's an historic day in our country. It's an historic day because we are redefining and we are rewriting food security of our state and of our nation. We're indeed happy today that we can flag off the most important food market, construction of the largest food logistic park, not only in Nigeria. By the time we finish it, the landmark we'll see that will be the biggest in the continent of Africa. And that's what Lagos is about. Lagos is about the audacity to think. Lagos is about the audacity to imagine it and to make it happen. It's not just by sheer coincidence that we pride ourselves as the largest economy, as the largest city in Africa. We also need to be able to pride ourselves to do the biggest and the largest conception of ideas in our continent. And so I'm indeed very, very happy and excited that all of us are witnessing this gigantic project here today. This project is a full proof of our administration's commitment to addressing the challenges of the various stakeholders in our agri space and giving hope to our people through improved quality of life. The Lagos State Food Security Systems and Central Logistics Hub will be built on a total of 1.2 million square meters of land and will have the following components. It will have aggregation of large storage facility, administrative buildings, trading and brokerage facilities, packing facilities, processing facilities, cold chain, dry food chain facilities, logistics and trailer parks. It will have a massive water treatment plant, health center, fire station. It will also have an abattoir and a greenery, among a lot of other facilities that will be here. This project, when fully implemented, will indeed be a landmark that all of us will be truly proud of. When it's completed, the hub will create wealth for almost 5 million people. It will feed close to 10 million Lagosians, and it will guarantee food supply for at least 90 days for up to 5 million people. It will have the capacity to have storage facility for about 1,500 trucks per day. The services of thousands of operators per annum processing the large commercial transactions on these premises. This project will provide and improve productivity to guarantee greater returns for our farmers by cutting out several layers of middlemen. It will facilitate and improve access to modern processing and packaging services for our farmers. It will generate useful data for the use of government and government agencies. It will be a major connection between the private sector players, between multinational agencies, both local and international. In addition, this hub will provide a better buying experience for all of our consumers. It will help to achieve a reduction in logistics costs while guaranteeing the standardization of quality and quantity of various agricultural products. And therefore I can boldly say that this is one of the most important agricultural interventions that we have seen in this country. The fact that it is taking place in Lagos, the most populous and the fastest growing economy in the entire sub-national of Africa, means that it is bound to have a significant national, regional and continental impact in our country and in Africa. Interestingly, Lagos State is not often identified with agriculture, as you said, perhaps because of our relatively small land. And yet again and again, we have shown the world that we can be as valuable in this sector like any other person, including this blessed, much bigger volume of arable land. We can compete with them. And like the Honorable Member of House of Reps said, the former PAM said, we can look at our comparative advantage and we can scale it up at a level that has never been seen before. As a government, we're fully aware of this potential. We have left no stone unturned in creating a policy framework that will power our emerging agricultural revolution. This is what has led us to the development of our 5-year Lagos State Agricultural and Food Systems Plan, which will launch in April 2021. The overall objective of that plan is to attain a mega city project like this. Let me be honest. When we conceived this and it was brought to me about 2 years ago, I had my doubts. I had my border pipeline in my tummy. It took me over a year to be doubly assured that indeed it's something that we can swallow and we can swallow it well. We've had deep thought into this. We've looked at the collaborative effort from the private sector. We look at a proper place, a strategic location where we can put this, and I can tell you that we've done a good job of that. And that this choice of this location has been well thought out. The financing that will bring it to fruition has been well thought out. The partner that is working with us has been well thought out. And the staff that will ensure that it comes to reality has been well thought out. And so this is not a white elephant project. This is a project that is required at this time, and this is a project that will see the light within the next couple of years. But it's important for me to mention that this location is also very strategic. From this location, we can go to Epe on our left, we can go to Jebode on our right, we can go to Itoiki, we can begin to go to Ikorodu, and we can begin to access different other parts of our country. From the express road in Epe, going right down to Lagos Central. And also to say that with the federal government, we're also going to be doing the Ikorodu Itoiki road very, very soon. It has a conception, so it has a design stage, and the procurement are going on right now. And so the road from Ikorodu to Itoiki, which is a federal road, they've assured us that very, very, very soon, a comprehensive renovation and rehabilitation and reconstruction of that road will happen. So this is one of the small inputs that we're bringing to this area. But what are the other things that we're bringing to this area? Like we said, this will be the biggest logistics market that we have. Also in this neighborhood, in Imota, by the grace of Almighty God, we have invited Mr. President to be commissioning the biggest rice mill at Imota, which is just, if you go in helicopter, which is just down the road there. It's 32 metric ton biggest rice mill in our country will be commissioned, by Mr. President before the end of this year here in Epe Federal Constituency. The biggest collaboration with all joint. Because if I climb up now, I can see my rice field, from here. We're also bringing here the famous Okobaba market, which will be at Owuikosi. I was here last week, or a week and a half ago, and I want to assure you that that movement will happen before the end of this year. We'll release money for them, and that will be the biggest plant market that we'll see. We have houses that were built for them there, and all the boom area, all of them are being completed, and that will change the face completely of Owuikosi in Agbowa. We're also ensuring that just the very next door, we're building out again the biggest psychiatric and rehabilitation hospital in our country is the next door here. We also started building it. We've seen that we didn't come to do groundbreaking for that one because it's a small tiny project. So, but the contractor is on site and they are working, and we ensure that we can.
That's all for today's event. Watch out for the emerging food logistics park that is set to guarantee food security, job opportunities, and many more. Many thanks to the Lagos Ministry of Agriculture for this achievement. I am Precious Destiny. To get more of these amazing events and programs on agriculture, kindly follow us up on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Agribusiness Weekend. Thanks for watching and bye for now.